I'm going to give you a tour of our 2013 Dutchman Kodiak that we have for sale. It's 28 feet and it's 5,700 pounds empty, 7,000 pounds loaded. As we come around to the corner here, the storage here in the front is called the bear cage. That's what Dutchman calls it. Large area. You can fit a lot of stuff in here. This was one of the reasons we really liked this camper. In there is a solar panel. We usually connect that up to the camper when it's storage. That way we can keep it the battery in good health. Looking up on the large slide out, you'll see that there's an awning above it. That's called the slide topper. It's about a $1,500 to $2,000 option. It keeps the top of your slides in really nice shape and make sure that you don't get any leaves stuck up in there that can cause leaks. As we come to the working end, you'll see we have a 30 amp Furrion power input. It's a high quality option. And then we also have a water sprayer. This water sprayer is great for washing off your feet when you get back from the beach, or to wash off your hands when you're working on the sewer connection down below. There's also a light there, which is awesome because you can turn it on in the middle of the night, especially when you're setting up when you get there late on a Friday night in the camp. As we come around the back, you'll see the spare tire and the hot water heater. I do want to mention as we scroll on the side that we have frameless windows in this camper, which are really high quality, only seen on really quality campers. And here we're looking at the outdoor kitchen, which has a nice sink, and we'll also have a beer fridge back here, or soda, whatever you're into, and you can plug in your phone to charge. Sometimes I like to hang out here, cook some food, and you can entertain in the back side of the camper. It's probably my favorite option in the whole camper. You'll note that the side of the camper is really glossy and still in really good shape, even though this is an older camper, because I polished it and kept up with it over the years. We've got a power connection here. Hook up your blender outside if you're partying, or over here, this is where you can fill up the water. So if you're off-grid, say going to a NASCAR race or you're going to a national park, you can put some water in and go off-grid. So in the front, you can see the awning arms that come out. This is an electric awning. The awning fabric probably lasts a couple more years, but probably going to have to be replaced. As we walk inside the camper, over to our right, we have the queen bed in the master bedroom. These mattresses, we actually had the mattresses replaced last year, and they're high quality, really good mattresses. I find them more comfortable in the house. You got some storage above the bed. There's a wardrobe on either side for both of a couple, and we have a TV. The TV is not a smart TV. I usually connect a Roku to that, and here's the wardrobe. So each of you have your own wardrobe to put all your clothes in. Works out pretty well. Alright, so if you go back to the main area, you can see the sink over there. Above the sink, this is where you can put out the slide outs, open the awning. You can turn some lights on. You can turn on the hot water heater, and both electric and in gas. And then there's a little area to put your shoes in, store some stuff underneath the sink here on the front side. As we come around to it and look, there's a cutting board that covers up, gives you a little more space. A lot of times we cook pancakes or something on a griddle, we can put it on top of that. Gives you space to do it. And here we come around to the stack of drawers. The stovetop and oven here work really well. They run on gas. And then the fridge is actually a propane and electric hybrid, so you can run it on propane when you're traveling or if you're off-grid. And this thing works great. We've been really happy with it. It stays real cold. There's a couple different options to change. And then over to the right here, this is the pantry. The pantry is skinny, but it's real deep. You can put a lot of stuff in this pantry. Next to the pantry, we have the two bunks, kid bunks back here. These bunks are great. They have a little light up top. They're also, as I mentioned, I put really high quality mattresses in here, very comfortable. And then above there's a light, and the light has a little USB plug, so you can charge up your phone in there. If your kids love to bring their phone with you, you can charge that up in there. Not a ton of space, but very usable. Underneath there's a little area to put, we usually put our little clothes basket under there to kind of put dirty clothes. As we go into the bathroom in this camper is magnificent. It really has a lot of space. You have a big linen closet. If you look, the shower and the area here, really nice. The shower is big enough for a full-size man standing there, which is great. A lot of storage in here. Keep all your towels and toiletry stuff. Toilet works well. Everything works really well. We upgraded the shower head that comes with it. It has a button on it, so you can turn it on and off if you're off-grid. Being that this is a light camper, it can be pulled with a 1500 truck. You got to make sure that you use water sparingly unless you're hooked up and you open up the gray tank. Okay, so this is the dinette. The dinette in this camper is magnificent. I actually had all the leather replaced. That's BMW leather. Yep, leather from a BMW car. And there's another drawer down below there for storage. The reason why I had it all replaced, if you'll go and look at a lot of campers online, you'll see that the leatherette that they use just kind of falls apart. It was starting to get a little nasty looking after a couple of years, and I replaced it, put better stuff in here, and we love this dinette. We also took out the couch that came with it and put these electric couches in. These are they open up, electric open, and the headrest is adjustable by electric there. There's a USB plug as well. There's also, see those little areas you can put, it has a little table you can stick in there, so each one has a little table you can put out. There's some storage in between as well. There's all these little areas open up. So you can open up, there's some lights into there for reading. Especially if you're a couple where people like to go to bed and you want to stay up and read, you can do that, get up in the morning. This is a great way to hang out. We love this chairs. Here's the TV. TV's an older TV, could be replaced, put a smart TV in. It's not a smart TV, but it works fine. Like I said, we hook up a Roku to these and it works well. The upper stereo is not super high tech, but one feature that it does have that's awesome is it has multi-zone, so you can play inside or outside or both. And a lot of times we'll turn it off when the kids are sleeping and just listen to it outside. One thing also to note is that the air conditioning runs really cold and does a good job. We take this camper to the beach often and it keeps up with it. My wife and I have absolutely adored this camper, and we've really put a lot of work into it to keep it in great shape. So whoever gets it's getting a really good deal, and you're not going to find a better one unless you buy it brand new.